We're coming to you live from Davos here in Switzerland, and I have with me Abhishek Lodha. He signed an MOU with the Maharashtra government for data centers, and that's a sizable investment that we're looking at, no less than 70,000 crore rupees. And I have the man here with me himself, Abhishek Lodha. Abhishek, great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for your time. A sizable opportunity. Why data centers and why now?
Great to see you here in Davos, Aisha. It's fantastic to see the large Indian presence here. And we're thrilled to grow our understanding with the Maharashtra government. We signed for our Green Data Center Park in September for a 30,000 crore investment. And the response we've seen after that, both from global as well as local companies, both a function of how AI is slowly but surely gathering momentum in India, but also the strong and visible leadership of the Maharashtra Chief Minister and the strong manner in which his departments are working to make the infrastructure come together for these data centers has inspired a lot more confidence in us, and therefore we are now upgrading our arrangement with an additional commitment to bring in 1 lakh crore of spend into Maharashtra through these data center park that we are developing.
So, I have to understand at a juncture like this, and given that we're here at Davos, at the World Economic Forum, the India opportunity. Tell me a little bit about, from your lens, India, the global stage right now, and how India, while we are not really there when it comes to the AI sort of hardware race, but we are there when it comes to data centers, and how you've identified this opportunity.
See, AI is just getting started. So I don't think we should be too worried about where we are right now, as long as we have our focus on it and we know that we are going to want to make a big difference in this arena. See, data centers is one of the 3 or 4 key important ingredients that's necessary to make AI come alive, right? You need the chip manufacturing and research, you need the data center which generates the compute capacity, you need the data to make the LLMs work, and then you need the LLMs and other applications themselves. And I think in various different ways India is moving on all 4 fronts, and so it's very exciting because with the world's largest population, a very significant and deep base of data consuming users, strong connectivity, and more importantly, a nation which can benefit significantly if we apply AI in the various areas which hamstring our growth right now. So I think the opportunity in India for AI is immense, and therefore it's prudent for companies which believe in India, believe in India's long-term potential to build this core infrastructure. This is like the airports or the railways. In 20 years' time, you'll say that, the data centers are as important or as critical to creating productivity and creating growth as airports are. So that's where we want to be.
So why Maharashtra, Abhishek? One must ask that because you're looking at a sizable investment. You've taken now investment up to 1 lakh crore rupees, as you said. So what kind of opportunities does Maharashtra as a state really throw up for you?
I think Maharashtra has this amazing starting point. More than 50% of India's data center capacity is in Maharashtra. The key consumers of data centers in the medium term, which is the BFSI sector, and in more broadly the corporate sector, are significantly headquartered in Mumbai. And we have a large amount of undersea cables landing into Maharashtra. These are historic or benefits or advantages that Maharashtra has. But what's really important right now is the power and the focus of the government. We have a chief minister who really cares about technology, who understands technology, who wants to put Maharashtra at the forefront of technology. He wants to make sure that Maharashtra is not left behind like it was left behind in the IT race behind Bangalore and Hyderabad. He wants Maharashtra to be absolutely at the forefront. And to that end, the government's brought out a very strong policy of incentives for data centers. More importantly, on ground, when we need to make the infrastructure happen, whether it's electricity, water, roads, etc., they're working all out to make it happen. So no better place in India, in my belief today, than Maharashtra for this data center scale up.
Your core hub. But tell me, where in Maharashtra are these data centers coming up?
They're all largely in the Mumbai region,
and
that again I've mentioned for some of the reasons that I mentioned to you. Our park is located in our larger development of Palawa, and this is where we have earmarked just under 400 acres, where over time we expect that about 3 gigawatts of data centers will come up. And we already have some very big names already setting up there. Amazon's already starting work. Singapore Telecom subsidiary STT starting up work, and that's already happened. And then we have numerous other global and local players who want to come and join this. So it's going to be an ecosystem. Some of the world's as well as the nation's biggest players investing in creating a data center ecosystem, and this data center will serve the entire nation's needs. It's not about only serving the needs of the MMR. It serves the nation's need for data, compute, and eventually about how productivity scales up in India.
So you're, of course, expanding beyond Maharashtra as well. Do we see the data center opportunity in other states too?
I think, for now we are focused on data centers in this particular location. Over time, as this scales up, India's needs are going to be much, much larger. A point I'd like to make is India consumes between 15 to 20% of the world's data. We are between 15 to 20% of the world's population. However, we only have about 1% of the world's data center capacity currently. So you can imagine the world is going to grow a lot, and India will also need to keep pace.
Absolutely. But I have to ask about the execution and the timelines for this investment of 1 lakh crore rupees into Maharashtra, particularly as a state. When do we see that come to the fore?
So, as I mentioned to you, Aisha, we as Lodha are known for not making announcements, but for making things real. As I said, in September, we signed up with the Maharashtra government, and already since then, Amazon and STT, have taken up large parcels. They're already committing to bring in about 500 megawatts over there, which will happen over a period of time, but the work is already starting. And just to tell you, 500 megawatts when fully operational itself is $20 billion US. So that's way more than the 1 lakh crores. Obviously, a lot more is going to happen. So this is not about announcements. This is about making things real. And I can assure you, your viewers, and our countrymen that when Lodha puts its name behind something, it happens at the fastest possible speed.
So 2 years from now, what's the revenue pie going to look like between data centers and realty?
I think 2 years is too short a period for me to give that projection, but yes, do I expect that over the next 3 to 5 years a significant part of capacity of data centers will be operational at this location? The answer is very, very much yes.
Wow. So I have to ask you, since we're talking about AI so much, what apps do you personally use? Any AI that's part of Abhishek Lodha's daily life?
Oh, of course, AI is very much part of Abhishek Lodha's daily life. I apparently got a update from one of the apps that I use that I'm amongst the top 3% users in the world.
No way! You have to tell me which one it is. Perplexity, ChatGPT, Grok.
I deliberately use two because it's, they do have this propensity from time to time to hallucinate. So you always need to make sure that the answers that you're getting and what you're discussing with them, is grounded in reality. So what the two current favorites that I use right now are ChatGPT and Gemini. But there's so much more happening. I can't wait for the day when we have an Indian-led app, which counts amongst those names.
Maybe you could start that next, or become a brand ambassador for one of these AI apps, given that you're already top 3 in the world. But Abhishek, great speaking with you. Thank you so much.
Likewise, Aisha. Good luck in Davos. Thank you.
Bye.